Action!
You disgust me. Grow up.
Good afternoon, movie lovers and goers and people that like to sit in their arse and fucking just watch films all day long. This is What's the Script, episode 15 already, man. 15, Chris. That's fast, isn't it?
It's half a 30, that, isn't it?
Shite that.
I'm just not a long face and a pretty cock. So the Predator, 2018, the infamous Predator.
Aye, the infamous one, because it's fourth behind the other ones in the franchise with regards to opening week at the box office. It got what it projected and then it fell away to fuck. And as it stands, the budget was roughly about just under 90 million and it made back 160. So nearly doubled its money, mate.
Aye. See, I don't know how that can be considered a flop, but let's see if you're making your money back and you're making a profit. But
I think the barometer for flop and success is now gauged by fucking Marvel films. Any Marvel film that doesn't make $1 billion is considered shite.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Well, see that in itself, that I reckon that has kind of ruined the movie industry, man.
Totally. Totally. I mean,
But-
because what have we got out the new? We've got Maverick out the new, haven't we?
Right.
And that's the first film outside of Marvel to hit $1 billion in, like, fucking since dinosaurs were on planet Earth, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly, mate. So it just shows you, because it's all the movie companies and stuff. They're just, we're not going for a new idea. We're just going to rehash a new one because they know it's got a fan base.
Utter jobby. So it is all it is, utter jobby. So, but we had a thought last week, mate, by doing this film, that we would go outside our comfort zone and not just do one of our favourites or one of the films we admire, didn't you? We thought, let's critique one that's kind of been roundly booed since its inception, didn't you?
Aye, this discover why they went back the way with a new one coming out instead of continuing for here.
Aye, let's. So, I know. Listen, this is just going to be as infactual a fucking review as you're going to get. First of all, folks, I lost my notes. So I've tried to fucking hash together some notes in the last hour. To my detriment, to our detriment, I watched this film 4 days ago, which was stupid because my brain's been trying to eradicate it ever since. Whereas Chris watched it again a bit this morning and last night and all that, didn't you? Keep it fresh.
Aye, just so I don't get PTSD for it. So it's
PTSD, you just want to self-harm, man. Do you know, we'll start right into it. So the film starts, it's a fucking dogfight in space, 2 predator ships chasing one another. You're like, whoa, what's happening? Aren't you? And then there's a tear in the space and one gets through.
aye, it's very, very Marvel like that bit, isn't it?
Aye.
It's like fucking Guardians of the Galaxy sort of way. But the graphics not good for it.
Aye.
It kind of goes downhill for there.
Aye. I mean, I said to you last Sunday when I watched it, this is now fucking Thursday. I said, I can't really fault for the budget, CGI, the action, explosions, makeup and stuff like that. But everything else, this looks like fucking a storyboard mashed together by fucking 4 best pals, know what I mean? Although you and your best pals have done one recently, I made up one that's fucking 10 times better.
The pumping station. Coming to see it to the theatres near you.
I'll watch anything with Del Toro in it, mate. You know that. Fucking brilliant.
But, aye. Well, see, apparently, I know this had to be reshot at the end. So they done screen tests. and apparently there was like a group of new predators that helped the humans and were shooting machine guns with tanks and all that shit.
Aye. But then the Predator came in at the very end with the biggest cock in the universe because it's fucking super modified bits its body and all that.
Aye.
Oh,
Oh, the
fucking-
dangers.
aye,
Fucking-
mental. So that's very quick. We've got a ship that kind of enters our atmosphere, and then we're in the fucking jungle. And we've got Quinn and his team who are into doing extraction of hostages. For what? We do not know fucking what. You know what I mean? The first thing I thought of was the original movie, and they were told they were getting to extract fucking missing persons, weren't they?
Aye, there's a couple of nods to some of the original films in it, which is all right to a kind of extent, but
What is the biggest nod that throws you for fucking minute one in this? Personally, it's not a trick question.
just asked for me.
Aye.
It was get to the choppers.
There's one I know. By the way, there's fucking, as you said, mate, there is 20 I could rhyme off right now. But it's the one constant for fucking minute one to minute's end that does my fucking head in. It's the original music for Silvestri.
Aye.
I can't. Every time you're trying to get into this film, it's din 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 din. You're like, you're back to fucking jungle. It's 1987, and you've got fucking guy there with a Gatling gun in the hole in his chest. You know what I mean? Get on. Some things just don't work. You know what I mean?
That's it, mate. I think it was just fucking all edited together, like a salvage operation in it. And it's like,
hurry up, COVID's happening, get us, come on, go.
It's a shame because it's a decent fucking cast. You know what I mean? I like that Boyd Holbrook.
Holbrook, aye. I like him as well.
But
see, again, we've bummed up the CGI and the action and stuff like that, and see the synopsis, the actual story. I mean, when you read the fucking the nuts and bolts of what this film's about, it's a good story. It's a good storyline. It's just no executed properly, isn't it? No,
definitely not. It had potential, as they say. But
do you know what else was extremely engaging about this movie? The trailer was fucking banging.
Aye. Well, apparently you see bits of the film, see the original movie that they cut out. Because see, after this is done, I'll send you pictures. There's actual photographs of predators wearing Kevlar and shit, shooting machine guns. It could have been, but it sounds like it could have been so much worse. But I don't know if Shane Black was trying to make this like a black comedy.
But it's no funny, mate.
I know, but you don't do that with a Predator film, but you know what I mean?
That being said, I did chuckle at some bits through it just because they were fucking so balmy and stupid.
There's a bit that it's pure cringe, man. I remember seeing the pictures.
Uh-huh.
I remember it, and I couldn't fucking sink into the seat any further. Like, people know I was here.
Oh man, you were one of the original few, man.
But anyway, the mission gets disrupted in it because the Predator's escape pod crashes in the jungle, doesn't it?
Aye, mate. So before we know it, Quinn's more or less left on his own because his other two, the first one of the trio ends up suspended. We've seen it before in many films, upside down, for a tree, gutted, and drip noise inside, outside. Then the other one's like, hey, what's happening? And then you see the fucking invisible predator behind him. That's him fucking done in and all. And then it's just Quinny's cell.
Aye, that's it. Well, actual good bit. Well, see, obviously he's discovering the mask and the equipment and stuff in the crash pod. And obviously, as we'll find out, that these things defend whoever's wearing the stuff. You know what I mean? See when it takes out the predator and obviously cuts that body in half.
Yes.
And see the blood just dripping down on the predator. That was actually quite good, mate.
That was good.
Aye.
Aye, because obviously he's in his what you call it, his invisibility cloaking device, lying down hut. And you're only seeing him because the half a human body up above him is fucking gushing blood and tapping. Which, you're right. That was well done. So it's bits like that keep you Well, get another 10 minutes. Get another 10 minutes.
But here's another question, mate. As it turns out in this film, that Predator is there to help the humans, right?
Oh.
So why has he done that soldiering?
I was thinking that, right? And the only thing I can think of is throughout the films, it's the put your gun down and I'll not hurt you. Do you know what I mean? So all the guys are armed. So I think it's just a defence mechanism. And we see later in all the mask, the targeting system in the mask isn't controlled by the Predator or who's wearing it.
No.
It's just a natural reaction in it to a threat of violence. So,
Aye.
But at the same time, he's obviously just he's acting pretty shadily there, Mr. Predator One.
Aye. But our Boyd gets the better of the Predator, doesn't he?
He
And he
doesn't.
takes off into the jungle. But
Right.
but here's another. Again, mate, this is going to be the last one through this. The lead scientist, the Stargazer people, right? Now they know what they're going to face, right?
Mm-hmm.
They turn up with 5 guys with machine guns and like 2 like kind of official scientist guys. What the fuck are they expecting? I mean, the first record of this, it takes out an elite commando force.
What they're expecting to be fucking killed off in this film. That's what they're expecting.
Fucking. And see him at all, like the lead scientist guy. I don't know if they've tried to like rewrite Busey's
Aye,
character for the second gen.
aye.
And he's like a carbon copy. It's terrible, man.
It's a fucking strange role for him, innit?
Aye. No, I mean he's a good actor, I know. And it's like
Aye, he's one of the behind Holbrook. He's probably the most kind of credited actor in this whole film. Apart from thing with Munn, she's good as well, I like her.
Yeah. But it's just he has attitude all the way through it. Oh fuck yeah.
Aye.
What, are you a scientist or a soldier or what the fuck are you? Know what I mean?
Exactly. Or can you just end up fucking as mad as your dad, like a box of frogs, man? Know what I mean? So he's got the tech, and just as this, the helicopter fucking touches down with the predictable government baddies that know what they're looking for, as you say, mate. It's Will Traeger that's heading them up, and he catches McKenna for examination. But just like the Flash, he must have turned into Barry Allen at the time, because he ended up able to pack and post the stuff. We'll give him to a guy to post away. You know what I mean?
I know, and if you've seen this film, it's a wee shanty town. Know what I mean? And he's posted alien tech away to some mad random guy. Know what I mean? He's obviously not got 2 pennies in a big know what I mean?
No,
You're
exactly.
fucking, aye. Here, there's this thing. Oh, aye.
There's your own thing. You better send that for me.
Aye. And then while he's wearing the wrist gauntlet thing as well, it shoots out this wee silver bod into it.
Aye.
I think that's the cloaking device
Uh-huh.
that he then, well, a wee bit of product placement, by the way, Don Julio Tequila.
Aye.
He just next this, know what I mean?
I knew you'd enjoy that.
I do like John Julio.
She just uses a wee bit of sporadic cloaking to fucking frighten the peasant fucking villager into spending a month's wages to post this for him, you know what I mean?
Aye, exactly.
And after that, boom, we're on to the next scene, more or less, aren't we?
Aye, and this is where you see his boy into it.
Mm-hmm.
His boy's, he's got autism, and he's in this classroom that...
Aye. The boys have, it's a form of autism which is called Asperger's, because the bullies start coming in and calling them Asperger's. Do you want Asperger's and all that kind of shit? Which we know Waynes are fucking the cruelest people on the planet. They can be, anyway.
And renowned for their good patter.
Aye, exactly. So they're giving him a hard time because they've set the fire alarm off in school, these bullies, and young Rory in it. Rory,
Aye.
He's obviously can't handle the noise and stuff like that. So they're going to give him a hard time. So it's just to give you a nod to the fact that this boy has got special needs and he's on the spectrum in it.
Aye, plus there's like a couple of games of chess going on at the same time, and these bullies knock all this stuff off.
Aye.
And because he's got like Asperger's,
Graphic memory. Aye.
aye, and it just puts all the pieces back onto the board where they were.
Aye, that's brilliant. That's quite a clever bit. That at first you're thinking he's just putting chess pieces back, but as you say, mate, he's putting them back where the game was at, and like 4 different boards at the same time. So, bit of Rain Man stuff going on there, and it's fucking excellent.
Aye, but as much as I believe that stuff does happen, I reckon it gets a bit fucking
Far-fetched
exaggerated.
later on. Aye, and we will get to that. In fact, the film was kind of panned for that by the National Autistic Society and stuff like that. So, but we'll get to that. We then see that the government has approached Ms. Casey, who's a biologist, to help study what they've found, and that's played by Olivia Munn, who is a good actress, man, really good actress.
She's got, I liked her as Cyclops and X-Men.
That's right. That's right.
But see, the government officials, see when they come to get scientists, they never approach them in the place of whatnot into it. It's just right off the street. Like, we've been fooling you. Like, you creepy bastard.
Aye, just when they came out after doing a shite and all that. Starting with the top paper. Miss Munn, how you doing?
And see the Doug. The Doug is the most convincing fucking actor in this.
Aye.
See the tons. I mean, it's just got the blank stare.
Aye, fucking is it all, man. Is this a film? Fucking shite. And then we click very quickly to meet Emily, who's Quinn's estranged wife and Rory's mother. And they're making panto masks, aren't they?
Because this takes place around about Halloween. Because it's for some reason it always has to have a theme.
Exactly. And then so that's like fucking no very long, and then we're back to Quinn, who's been captured by Traeger. He's been interrogated. I've just wrote there, knows the score. You know what I mean?
See, this is what I'm talking about. I see through this film. See, like, obviously the soldiers and the loonies and stuff, they've all got this mad attitude. Like, fucking, what is it the guy says to him? You've been on record saying you fell out of your mother and started crawling towards enemy territory. And you're like, oh, fuck off, man.
That's bad, isn't it?
Expect it for Expendables or something like that, know what I mean?
Aye, or 1987 Predator patter.
Aye.
That's decades fucking old, this patter.
Aye.
You know now that even ex-veterans or mercenaries wouldn't talk like that now, because the last action they probably seen was Iraq and stuff. It wasn't fucking Nam. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Just fucking, I eat steak.
Aye, spitting teeth, eating beef, motherfucker.
Oh, fucking
brilliant. Gonna brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack.
Aye, but it's really about finding it if you came into contact with the predator and that, wasn't it?
Aye.
And he's just
in between putting cigars on my penis. I take the sleep out of my eyes with a Bowie.
Oh, I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
And there we have it. That's this week's Nod to America. So there we go. So it's not his first rodeo. He's getting interrogated. He's kind of just fucking batting away the questions where I ain't bothered. I've seen this fucking game before. Shut up. I don't see nothing. But he's taken to the bunker. And hold on. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Jacob, by this time we're back to the house. He's funding the box, hasn't he?
Aye. He opens up the box and finds this helmet and
Rory, sorry.
Rory and the gauntlet thing. And again, just footering about with it and solves this puzzle. Know what I mean? This information operation fucking thing that comes out the gauntlet into it. And
it's a kind of along the same lines as 1990s film. Bruce Willis, Alec Baldwin, the wee boy who's got autism.
Mercury Rising.
Mercury Rising, brilliant film.
Aye, good.
He sees the cryptic code in a magazine and phones the number, and because he's worked it out, he's marked for death. Great film. So it's just another ode to that people, these children with special needs, do have the capacity. It's not every one of them, but it is true that they have the capacity to use parts of their brain that we wouldn't normally be able to activate. and
That's
having relatives on the spectrum, I know quite a wee bit about it. So it's good and all that, but again, as you say later on, it fucking leans far too heavily into it.
Aye, well, he's playing about with this thing, doesn't it? And then he actually activates like the hologram stuff and all the information.
Aye. To the point where he can communicate with the other side of it, which is fucking bizarre. But anyway, Casey's then taken to the bunker where she sees the tech and the predator, which is still alive up on the gurney. And even her, you're like, as you said earlier about Busey, what are you, a soldier or a scientist? You say the same to her. What are you? Fucking a biologist? Or because she's like, you're one beautiful motherfucker.
See, that's what I thought about. See that actor. Yeah, you've remembered his name. The guy that we're not sure if he's supposed to be a scientist or not.
Oh, Busey?
Oh, the other one, the black actor.
Can't remember.
Aye. Again, it's just to see his fucking. He's like, oh, we called it a predator, which, well, that's not really a predator, it's a hunter. Well, we all took a vote and predator's cooler into it.
Yeah, I like that. That was kind of clever.
Fuck yeah. But I'm like, is that the way scientists talk?
Aye.
know what I mean? Like
Sterling Brown, it's the government douchebag. But you're right, mate. I didn't mind that because that's like a 30-year thing. What do you call it, a predator for? Predators they hunt to survive. Do you know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. So she calls it a beautiful motherfucker, and then she finds out that it has human DNA.
And then again, it leads to the dialogue after that. Or you want to know if somebody fucked an alien? And I think you're like, fuck off, man.
I know someone fucked an alien. Fucking mental. And then just as we're getting into that conversation, boom, we're on the fucking Quinn getting taken onto the bus.
Aye, fucking when he meets the rest of the loonies, as they're called.
The loonies. There's the saying, stand by me. Loony, 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 loony.
But I mean, I kind of get what they were trying to do, that all these people were all mad fucking tearaway fucking idiots, blah, 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 whatever, man. But it was like, see, some of it, man, it just came across as like, it's just forced. Know what I mean?
Aye, as forced as it is fucking lazy.
Aye.
And it kind of projects having an outside thought, an original idea. Because we've kind of seen this fucking a million times. And as I say, we've seen it a million times in the 80s and the 90s. Meet the team.
This is Jason. Never met his biological mother. She walked out on him before he was born. What?
This is Billy Joe. Named him after the two folks they thought might have been his daddy.
See shit like that. Fucking. Oh, what, man? It's just. What's his name? Is it Keenan? Keenan? The actor that always telling the jokes.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, right.
And that's a thing as well. I don't know what got him into this film because an actor he is not. He's a comedy skit person. I think he's been on Saturday Night Live for a number of years. Aye. And he's a kind of a talk show host and kind of guy you see in the red carpet interviewing actors.
Yep, exactly. That's how I'm like, how did you get there? Know what I mean? I know he's there to fucking maybe tell the jokes and the jokes that went across, but that character just didn't fit. Did
he fit at all? A couple of his fucking off-the-cuff jokes were quite funny, but I didn't even have energy to write the fuckers down, man.
And obviously, we've got the other guy, you called him the original Punisher, but I always remember him for the Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. The first film that was on Channel 5.
Is it?
Well, one of the first films on Channel 5 was that and Mrs. Doubtfire when Channel 5 went live. Yeah. That's a television programme in Britain when we only had 4 channels since the dawn of time. And then Channel 5 came on and it was publicly sponsored by the Spice Girls. So that tells you how fucking long ago that was, by the way.
Sponsored by the Spice Girls.
Oh, mental, mate. I like Sporty Spice. Anyway, so they're on the bus, they're having their back and forward, shitey patter with one another. And they're on the bus when they fucking, let me see, I'm kind of reading my fucking notes on thing made up here.
Aye. Well, it's really...
He tells them that he's in there because he saw an alien.
Aye, and they all don't believe him. You know what I mean? It's that's what they start laughing at. No, their backstories.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Fucking. That's what it is, innit? He just shouts at them like fucking.
It's like Nebraska. He says to Nebraska, "But you in here for a minute? I shot a CO." And who was it? And he takes his hat off and shows you his own scar.
He doesn't do that to begin with. He just goes like, "Oh, he was an asshole" and all that.
Aye. So you're like, did you try and blow your own head off, or was it a pure mistake?
Aye.
Or something.
Aye. Know what I mean?
Never really find it.
I think he's a lunatic. Tried to kill himself. But I mean, if he's that good a soldier that we're led to believe in all that here, how the fuck did they miss?
Aye, exactly. Aye, you weren't a sniper, you cunt. Quinn wouldn't have missed. But so we snap away for this into outer space, and the second ship for the opening scene comes through into our atmosphere as well, doesn't it, mate?
Aye. Starts making its way towards Earth.
And this is where Rory starts communicating with via the gauntlet as well.
Aye. He's
talking them in.
I know.
I mean, we boy can't talk.
I know he's putting about with it, know what I mean? Fucking because it's obviously tracking the other predator, isn't it? So it's got its cloaking on and it's flying through the air and stuff. But he's, as you do, footing about with fucking buttons and decloaks it, know what I mean?
He's like that. Just take the next left, go to the first set of lights, straight through. Do you know what I mean? And by the as again, I'm saying I'm not taking the piss out of any condition here, because one of my boys may or may not be on the spectrum, and I have a nephew that's on it. So please just fucking go with it. It's just a fucking off-cuff review.
Aye.
All right.
But, but it's the whole. This is what I'm talking about. He's playing about with this alien stuff, not right? Not once does he press the wrong button and it shoots off a fucking weapon or a knife or whatever. Know what I mean?
No. This is the language I've been waiting for. I mean, like you say, mate, not a key pressed in anger fucking wrongly, not a bead of sweat, not fuck all.
I mean, I did that with fucking remote controls, not that. What was that button doing that turns the telly off? Oh, stay away from that.
Aye. You've seen my fucking WhatsApps I send you, ducking and all that. No ducking way.
Aye.
Asterix, fucking, sorry.
Exactly. But, so the predators on its way to the lab, isn't it? And everybody that's in this research lab and stuff is all fucking.
Aye.
And we also see because he's decloaked it comes up on a radar, doesn't it? And then that's when we see the other Busey. He's a general.
Yes. Fucking, I know.
We
But
always remember for Scary Movie.
That's right. And as P2, as I call him, Predator 2, comes into the atmosphere and he's talking to young Rory. He's just about to come in. You just see the two big fucking hounds coming beside him and all, didn't you?
I see, mate. That's another thing, right? The Predators movie, right? I didn't like the fact fucking Adrian Brody was in it and he was the hard man, right? That for the off. But then, see when they started bringing the fucking Dugs, fuck off.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Why?
Aye. They're supposed to be a advanced fucking alien race.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do they need Dugs?
I know. Like, I've got a working Cocker Spaniel. He was bred to retrieve whatever I shot out the fucking air. I want to take him on every hunt, you know what I mean? I want to take him on our planet.
Aye.
I mean...
You go shooting off tonight?
No, well, the reason I got him is because he's gun shy, so he couldn't do what he was bred to do. But it just, there's no need for fucking Dugs in these films. That, again, has been fucking done to distraction. It just shows a lack of thought. No original kind of fucking thing. It has to be dug for him, you know what I mean?
Aye. Mate, again, see, when I see something like that pop up in films now, I just see it as they've made this so people buy the merch.
Aye, exactly. And this would be solely for people that collect Hot Toys. And if you don't know, I know you do, Chris, and I do, Hot Toys are coming at some of the most expensive, but like pristine toys you can buy in the world for movie memorabilia and stuff like that. They're not to be played with. They're meant to be fucking put together in like 4 parts and then left in a fucking oxygenless tank shelf or something to look at for the rest of your days, you know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. When the fucking the apocalypse happens, there's a few things that will survive: junkies, cockroaches, and day toys.
Aye, so again, done the double dogs to distraction, but they're in it, cadetting about it. These dogs that can run fucking 100 metres in 3 seconds, but they can't catch a human fucking being in a corridor, you know what I mean, over a space of 50 yards. It's fucking, we've seen it 100 times, mate.
Aye. But when a little Ganaff in the research lab into it wakes up.
Big P, aye, Big P1, Big P1 wakes up, goes to town, mate, goes to town.
That was good enough. See what they done, not how he's obviously the Predator's face. It's got the four big
angry vagina.
Aye, they four. see, that's another thing. Why is the Predator's face a vagina? Is that ever explained?
No, but it definitely bites because fucking guy goes to put his horn there, doesn't it?
It's definitely grills.
Oh, definitely makes a noise, that.
Aye, but it's good that the way they done that. See the 4 big teeth biting that guy. Because see, before, you don't really see if they're used it, but there's that facial thing, you know what I mean?
It's for aesthetics, but there we go. It was good to see him fucking chowing a cunt. That was brilliant, man. Enjoyed that. But then,
it shows you the noise. It's a handy bastard without all his equipment too.
This is it, mate. And then this next kind of run of events puts my theory about people not having weapons to fuck, because all these scientists are in the armed, don't you know?
That's it.
Yeah, it just fucking bloaters them all.
Aye. And that's what I'm like, right, so you're here to help. I reckon these are the people that you should be telling you're here to help.
Uh-huh.
Know what I mean? It's just...
But then does the Predator know that where he is, the facility, is the wrong side of humanity that needs to be getting his fucking technology, or no? Yeah. But then again, does it warrant killing fucking chemists and biologists and such like?
I mean,
it's just another fucking, do you know what? It's another pure contradiction in the film. Is what it is.
That's what I mean, and I don't know if this is because it was like reshoots or whatever, and they've just tried to piece this other stuff into a film that had another ending or another story, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But it's just, again, it's just wigging cunts about.
Aye, but he knows Casey. He knows that Casey is good people. Doesn't he touch her? And then he scans fucking Jacob's room, doesn't he?
Aye, because obviously when he's making his escape, they've got the old masks for the other Predators, which was also a kind of good thing as well, that just shows that all the technology's linked up, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So he's stuck that on to connect with his helmet, and he's obviously discovered the location yet, which is in Rory's room.
Aye, Rory's room, that. So, it's a bit early. I think we see later on that one of the Predator masks has got 3 scratches in it, didn't we?
Aye.
An ode to a movie I think we've seen before.
Yes. Aye. Well, it kind of shows you other stuff for other films like AVP and stuff.
Aye. Aye, that's one of them, the mask with the 3 scratches in it.
Which again is fucking contradictory, like you just said, because apparently this is supposed to be before Predators, know what I mean? And apparently AVP happens after Predators.
Aye.
I'm like, what the fuck? But
I can imagine fucking pulling up Shane Black in Starbucks and saying, what's the script for that timeline? And he would just say, the first thing I would think of saying is, I came through a turn space-time continuum at the very start, didn't he? So, there you go. Oh, you fucking prick. Give us more credit, but I'm fucking... we've grown up, man. We can wipe our own arses, fuck's sake.
Exactly.
So, he's done all that. He knows where the boy is. And
the loonies see the alien and all, and that's how they're convinced in it. But again,
that's quite an awesome bit when the body falls and then see it in the bus. I like that.
Right. But again, it's like, for some reason, well, man, we need to get out of here, and they're all like that. I reckon you're right there. Aye, we'll all jump on board with you. You that we didn't believe 3 seconds ago.
Aye, because they turn around, see when the body falls, and then they see the Predator and that, they turn around to Quinn, didn't they, go at space aliens.
Is that your little green man? I beg your pardon?
And then, like you say, they all decide among themselves to take over the bus that they could have took over at any point had they the desire. And they do it, obviously, by our man telling a couple of jokes.
Aye. Obviously engage in a wee stramash. But see while this is going on, by the way, see that bus driver?
Yes.
He has the slowest reaction times I have ever fucking seen in any human being. Like, as it
By
goes,
the way, we should know that because we work with a fucking couple of turtles, man. You know what I mean? I hope you watch it or not. You know what slow reactions are like. Jesus fuck.
But I mean, the first guy, he's getting attacked up the back of the bus. The other guys ran up to help him. He's then been attacked. But within that time with these two guys getting attacked, he's still sitting like that. Are you all right there? You know what I mean?
I know.
But man, Nebraska, he's like that. Keys. Guy's still no tippled. Gun. And then he goes, oh, you got me.
Oh, look at you, overpowering me in the fucking blink of an eye there like that. No chance there.
Oh, quick, man.
Casey's running about with a tranquilizer gun. There's a million M16s lying about through fucking people that the Predators killed. She's running about with what looks like a fucking harpoon trank gun.
Aye, see, this is, again, it's like, what are you, a scientist or a soldier? Because, you know, see, if I'm her, and it's just malkied about 20 people in a fucking room, know what I mean?
Brilliant word, Malky. Can you explain that to our overseas watchers and listeners?
Malkied is practically getting a doing, isn't it?
Aye, you're getting malkied.
Aye, buffed. Have some of that. But she's chasing after it with a trank gun. I'd be running the opposite fucking direction.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This thing that's got armour on and skin tough as a fucking rhinoceros, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But that's all happening. Then the other ship appears, doesn't it?
Aye, it's getting chased by a couple of
Migs.
Aye, Migs.
Just call
Shut
them
up,
up.
Mig.
They're all Migs now, man.
Aye. But aye, so she's chasing down this predator. They're chasing down this ship. And obviously the loonies are chasing down the predator as well. But again, she turns into action woman.
Aye, Lara Croft, didn't she?
Aye, this obviously it's running and it jumps off in front of the bus and rolls and starts taking off. But she leaps onto the bus.
I know.
You know what I mean?
This fucking desk jockey.
Aye.
Lab rat. I've highlighted that as well, mate. Jumps on, just doesn't think twice about it.
Aye. She goes full action. She goes fucking full action, man. You know what I mean? You're like,
aye, it's crazy,
right, okay,
man.
Right, okay. I'll believe it like it's in the moment, right? But as it goes on, this gets worse again. But
Aye.
hey ho.
The Predator 2 spaceships taking out the two fucking American MiG jets. They're fucking, obviously, they were always going to be taken out. And then Quinn decides to rescue Casey, who was just about to get a bullet put in her by Traeger's men.
Aye, because the Predator turns around and shoots this blade at the bus wheel, doesn't it?
Aye.
She falls off the bus. No before shooting herself in the foot with a trank.
Aye, doesn't break her ankle or fuck off. Aye, that, mate. She falls off the bus at speed with a dead leg and doesn't fucking break anything in that leg.
See, that when you go to place in a Marvel film, right? I've got you, and then walk away, boom. But
MCU, is that what you're talking about there?
But I mean, and then this is where it comes. This is where it fucking comes, man.
It's not the first time you said that.
Aye.
Hold on a minute, Hen. This is where it comes. This is where it comes right now.
But they look out and they see these motorcycles, and Nebraska goes, "Get to the choppers," which is a throwback to Arnie saying "Get to the chopper," which is "Get to the fucking helicopter." Now this is what we're talking about. This is how bad the fucking dialogue is.
I don't feel right listening to you even saying it. I feel embarrassed. I feel fucking rang.
Aye. I mean, I remember in the pictures going, oh,
oh, that was so that.
I feel internal bleeding.
So with that, pointing out, Chris, that you've said that and how we feel about it, we can also say that one of the original members who was meant to be in this film was Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was approached about playing a cameo role. And he did say at the time he refused it because the role was too small. Well, Arnie, that's what a fucking cameo is, mate. Do you know what I mean? A cameo is that. But he's later since said that he didn't. I think obviously like everybody else has watched the fucking film and then said the script wasn't strong and I thought some of the odds back to the 87 original were poor and all that. Aye, no bother, mate. You'd have fucking loved to have said that.
Aye, exactly.
Get to the job.
Oh, fucking what
Had
a
to
man.
say it, mate.
Oh, but aye. But here's another thing. It's fucking waffle. It's waffle. The friend, like, obviously, the order's been gave out, kill anybody that fucking knows of this thing, right? Then the Predator jumps in the back of a lorry, kills 6 soldiers, right? Now the guy in the front just driving, doesn't hear his teammates being chopped up or anything. Aye, and the Predator pushes through this fucking horn with a thumbs up. Get yourself to fuck.
Oh,
Fucking.
as soon as I seen you laughing there, I knew it was coming. Fucking wee severed ton that already had its thumb up.
Aye, what? Come on, this thing, it couldn't fake a voice going, yeah, or whatever.
I know. Fucking
No.
mental, man. But
Fucking
so that
hell,
was
man.
for comedic factor. And I did cringe laugh at it because I seen it coming in that like half a second. I thought he's not doing that, surely. And I fucking did it all, man. But there we go. That wee driver, obviously, I think lived. There we go. It was nice of him.
Oh,
So puts that through. I've wrote LOL beside that. Other Predator 2
LOL,
arrives.
fucking lol.
Aye, lol. I have star,
Oh.
lol, star. Predator 2, he's arrived by this time with the Devil Dogs, isn't he?
Aye, fucking. Aye, and again, advanced fucking alien and all that. Oh, here's a rag. Get the scent. Get the scent. Fucking hell, man. It's like, who the fuck? I mean, who went? Aye, that's what we're after there, Shane.
Aye. I'm feeling bad at some of these things we're talking about. I'm feeling poor. As if it's shocking. It's fucking bad. And see, another thing I know, these guys decided to go and hide out at a fucking party.
Aye. We a biker gang.
A pure full-blown crib blowout, man.
Aye. Oh, mate.
No getting monkeys.
Aye. Oh, this will attract attention. Like, eh?
I know. There's
logic?
an advanced technological fucking alien being out there that can kill anything at once. No. Let's go to G's crib, man.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Casey's woke up by this time. They're all sitting in a wee room, and that's quite funny. Because that's the shotgun moment. She wakes up, kidding on, she's groggy, and then grabs a shotgun, doesn't she?
Mate, see this whole
Actually,
man.
I've been to school, college, worked with people that have no talent doing impressions or acting or fuck all right, but they've all done a perfect portrayal of somebody with Tourette's, right? Because I don't think it's hard to do. However, Baxley is shocking at it.
That is so bad, mate.
So bad I know. Shane, the director, has forgot to keep up with it throughout the fucking duration of the film.
Aye, exactly. It's just fucking... mate, this is probably the worst scene in the film. It's probably the worst.
Eat your pussy.
Aye, see that? That's just fucking... And then it just gets awkward. As soon as she goes, you just says, eat my pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Why? And you're like that. This isn't funny. Know what I mean? It's like you've just made this fucking pure cringy and awkward.
They're trying to make it a focal comedic point, haven't they? They're trying to make it, and it's getting worse and worse, as you say, as the seconds tick by. Whereas in any scenario, any genre of film, and they're turning and goes like, look, fuck, he's got Tourette's, right?
Aye,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I mean,
they made something funny out of that.
Aye, there's a wee funnier bit as well where, is it Needles? Is that his name?
Needles.
Needles.
Or
He's
Needle.
like, oh, this is the end of days, and Kenyan goes, will you cut this shit with a fucking Bible or I'm going to set you on fire? See that? They went, funny. But that was just
Excuse
fucking,
me.
it was just forced humour and it just wasn't funny. It was
Aye.
just fucking terrible, man.
Exactly, mate. And End of Days, another Arnie film. There you go.
Aye, well, it's a smashing film, that.
That is good. That was the last Guns N' Roses single before they split up for like 10 years and then get back together now. That's fucking another argument. It's me just being fucking geeky. So she wakes up with a shotgun and whoa! Fucking backslide his wee Tourette's moment. And they all realise between themselves that they're expendable.
Aye,
They're no trying to evade capture. They're trying to evade being fucking double tapped, aren't they?
that's it. And I decided what they need to do is they need to expose this thing. But first they need to find out where it's gone. And that's when they kind of work out that it's heading to Rory's house.
Aye.
Get its equipment back.
Which Quinn should have realised the minute he fucking posted it.
Aye.
That this thing's appeared. What's it doing here for? What could it be here for?
Aye, see, it's fucking. I just see that scene, man. That's mind I says to you, I went to the IMAX to see this with my father.
Aye.
This is when he got up to go to the toilet, right? And I thought, yes, he's getting up to leave. We are leaving. We are leaving. And I'm going to the toilet. Oh, you bastard.
Oh, that's child abuse. Oh, that is.
Fucking IMAX, I know. That's oh.
It's a cracking venue for a shitey film, innit?
Aye. Oh,
But
mate.
again, this film was hyped up to the nines and all that, and you thought you were going to see what was going to be a better portrayal of what we'd had before with AVP and stuff like that, which wasn't bad, you know what I mean? I didn't mind AVP and stuff.
Aye.
But
They were all right, man.
it wasn't. So there you go, your dad's fucking abused you by keeping you in there. Then made you stay at the end in case there was a fucking hidden credit scene.
Aye, that's it. Aye. Well, I'll have the last laugh if the cunt needs a kidney.
Which I thought there was going to be, but we'll get to that then.
Aye.
So they realise they're going to Quinn's house, so they're making a beeline for there. But this time, we see that young Rory has put the helmet on, and he understands everything that's going on in it.
Aye, he sees this predator experiment into it, this gene splicing sort of thing they've been doing. Which,
Experimenting with DNA for human beings and other beings throughout the galaxy to better the predator.
I see.
Yes.
We'll get to that as well because that's another fucking thing that annoyed me.
Aye.
But
In the space of 3-4 minutes, he's got a mask on. It's Halloween, and then the loonies have just all agreed that they're all in.
aye,
Because they're in Quinn's house. Emily's there. He's estranged wife. You're like, well, this was quick. She's like, you can't just walk in here. And then she goes into the living room. They're all in there, fucking, hey, don't, hey.
aye. These brushstrokes are amazing. What she did with her right hand, you're like, suck.
She never get the best of fucking parts in this as well, because I like her as an actress. She was in a couple of series of Dexter, and she was fucking superb. Strahovski, I think her second name is. I can't remember her first name. Lovely looking woman and good actress, but she's kind of fucking no utilised properly.
Aye, nah, she doesn't even get like the kind of, what do you call it? Sarah Connor treatment or anything, isn't it?
Sarah Connor.
Aye, she doesn't join she doesn't join the crew and all that to save her boy, you know what I mean?
Aye. So they're all they've realised that the wee man's out with the fucking tech. Quinn's like, I've got to get my boy. And then after a bit of humming and hawing, the rest of the loonies decide to go help him and yeah, man, I'm all in.
Aye.
All that fish.
So aye, because his wife gives like a kind of speech, didn't she? That Quinn's a good man, blah blah blah. Then they're all saying, "Oh, I liked your speech, by the way," and I didn't like your speech. Didn't work on me.
You know what? Yeah, he's a shitty husband, but he's a tremendously great soldier. God bless America, motherfucker. All that shit.
I
Then-
just appeal to the camaraderie.
I know. And then I've wrote in there, I've quoted "fuck me in the face" with an aardvark.
Aye. See, I mean, it's like why? I mean, there is ways of doing it. They've had Tourette characters in other films. You know what I mean? And this just wasn't done right at all, man.
No, because that just comes out, and that's the last time we have any like note to him having Tourette's. That's it. There's no more after it. And
No,
it's just,
that's it.
it's random, it's out of place, it's just samey, it's awkward. And I think maybe the director decided then, well, just fucking forget about that Tourette's shit. Right?
Well, we're no good at this.
But Rory is out trick-or-treating. The fucking bullies recognise him straight away. How?
Aye. I don't know. I don't know, because this thing
Across
is
the street in the dark with a fucking full frontal helmet covering his head.
aye.
Oh, there's Asperger's. What?
Aye.
Did you just get fucking X-ray specs for your Halloween or something? They go out and start fucking. The deck him didn't and start putting into him. That's fucking shame. I hate watching shit like that.
Aye, terrorise him practically.
Mm-hmm.
But then he goes to a house to ring the doorbell and all that. Aye.
Yes.
Aye. And the guy doesn't answer. But as he's walking away from the house, he throws something at him. And that's when the mask kind of activates in it.
Aye.
And just blows this house up.
Aye, fucking brilliant. I like that because that guy was a fucking cheeky to a minor, know what I mean?
Aye.
Throws a fucking an apple at him or something. I can't even remember. But the helmet just turns around as you saying, goes, phew, fucking half that cunt too.
Boom, have some of that.
And the bullies are fucking kind of blown off their feet and all, which is excellent.
Aye, they take off. But he just straps the mask, doesn't he? The helmet, just fucking marches on. Like,
Aye.
but that's when you kind of realise it's not really the mask, the helmet that's important. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Actually, the wrist.
Aye, the gauntlet.
He's got.
Aye, the gauntlet, because it's got obviously the detachable fucking info on it with the ship and stuff like that. But this time we're in the, because young Rory's just ran. He's in the baseball field and the devil dogs arrived, didn't they?
Aye, and you find out it's just a big gentle giant, you know what I mean? But it was like kind of signifies, didn't it? Because the next thing, these fucking predator dogs will get dreadlocks and all for some reason.
Aye, that's true. Aye, they need to kind of look like predators because those dogs look like humans, you know what I mean?
Aye. Fucking wallopers, man.
It's awful. It's cringy to fucking even talk about. But they've arrived. Start taking a fucking barrage of bullets because this time Quinn and Nebraska and all that's turned up. Whoa, fucking these dogs that seem to not be attacking any cunt. It's fucking start fucking hailing with bullets and stuff. Nebraska puts a grenade in one of their moofs and does away with that. The other one's tapped in the heat.
But this is what I don't understand. They're bulletproof, not right? Because they're shooting them and they're just bouncing off these fucking things, and then he walks up with that fucking prod gun sort of thing.
Aye.
And it goes through no border.
So I read the synopsis of this, right? And you know that what they're explaining that is the bullet has lobotomized the devil dog into becoming docile and obedient, like a domesticated pet. And that's why it fucking ends up for the rest of the film following about doing what they're saying and all that, which is again just fucking bad, man.
It's cartoonish.
That is cartoonish.
It's family movie bullshit fun. You expect something like that in the fucking Goonies or something?
Aye. So that was the director's explanation of what happened, and you're like, mate, I don't know if you've directed fuck all since this, but you shouldn't have allowed near a camera, man.
Oh, I don't think he has. I think this was it. This is the fucking oof. You're not even trusted, you bastard. And it's a shame because see, we look at all his other shit. Fucking Lethal Weapon, Last Boy Scout and all that.
Aye.
Iron Man 3 and shit.
Exactly, mate. Last Boy Scout's fucking one of my up there's, man. It's one of the most underrated films of the 80s, I think, or 90s, whatever it was. So it's fucking smashing. I love that film. But so we've now got a lobotomized, obedient fucking devil dog. The other one's fucking taken away, and Big P2 arrives, doesn't he?
Well, see before that as well, talking about Munn's character, how she's a scientist. She's shooting a machine gun. Like, she's no stranger to it.
Oh, aye.
And then for some reason, Nebraska fucking slides across like Starsky and Hutch, and she like moves it out the way, so she knows all the commands and shit. You're like, what are you? What are you?
She seems to know what her six is.
Aye.
What's your six?
Aye.
Why can Americans just not say watch your back? Do you think the rest of the world, when you're fighting them, don't know what a 6 is?
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
But see, it's actually fucked up because in the premises of north, south, east, and west, and a clock face, if you're standing up, 12's there, 6 is there. So you have to watch your fucking feet. There you go.
that's what See Shaun of the Dead does brilliant. 2:15.
Remember that? Oh,
Fucking
that needs an air in that film, actually. I've not seen that in a long time.
I know, man. I know.
So big P2 arrives, gets Quinn, and then Predator 1 shows. Is it Predator 1 that's got Quinn in the school?
It's by Predator 1. Because it lands on the bus after they've taken care of these dogs.
That's right.
And they run into the school with Rory and stuff. But Quinn's handing over
Tech.
the thing that it's looking for, know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not sure I'm sure the Predator takes that, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Which means, because after that, obviously the Predator 2 grabs the first Predator and pulls it out the window, and he's at a scheme booting. He's at a severe milky, know what I mean?
Right. Size difference, man. It's double the size, isn't he?
So technically the Predator now has what it came for. So I don't know why it hangs about.
Well, I know. But it's decided there and then, before it's even came into planet Earth, by communicating with Rory, that Rory is the next step in evolution of humanity. So it needs him. It wants to take him back. And then number 2, as we get to the ship and all that, it decides that he's giving him a countdown and then he's going to start hunting him. So he wants a wee bit of sport before he goes as well, doesn't he? So it's an arrogance on the Predator's part. And it's shite storytelling, mate. It's pish. It's fucking, because you, as you say, if you're down there to do something and get something, that you get it, you get fucked, don't you?
Aye, that's the mission.
Don't hang about for shits and gigs, man, after that.
Shits and gigs.
Because he communicates with Predator Homeworld and just says, traitor's been eliminated, and now tracking the cargo.
Mm-hmm. Which is now Rory, but it seems like.
Yes.
But that's the first time you kind of see the Predator language translated as well, isn't it?
Aye. It's then I know it's all kind of, it all comes out that the Predators are attempting to improve themselves with human DNA, that of other species, blah blah blah, and the larger.
That's my thing. How does she know about the other species?
Through this fucking vial. I know. She doesn't know about other species, just surmising, obviously, isn't she?
Aye, so it's just nah. You've guessed that. You've guessed that, and I don't like it.
And she also, I don't know where she get the time to set up a lab between scenes and all. She's also deduced that the larger predator generates an exoskeleton that renders him highly resistant to damage. What is it, hen?
No.
Did you just find that out in the toilet there?
No, this is what I'm talking about. She was walking her dog 4 years before this. She's now the fucking expert on predators.
I know.
It's just fucking lazy.
That is lazy, mate. That is lazy. And this is all done while her and the loonies have kind of like fled to an abandoned barn. But Traeger finds him, doesn't he, in his fucking magic helicopter and captures him.
Aye, he gets there. Obviously, I think they must be tracking the bracelet or something. I don't know what it is. But trying to send him into that barn. But he's also just, I know that the big predator was hunting the wee predator.
Aye. But also throws in there another fucking useless bit of information saying that the predator anticipates climate change and that'll inhibit their inability to fucking retrieve human DNA.
Every film's got to have a message, bro.
But is there going to be an ice age happening or something?
That's what I'm alluding to. That the fact that the visits are becoming more frequent because Earth is running out of time.
Aye.
And they're running out of time to gather samples.
Aye. Aye, because he says, yeah, they're scrambling. The predators scrambling to receive samples, aren't they, mate? No bother.
But I'm like, how the fuck do you get? Well, maybe it's just, oh, here, they're coming down here more often because they're getting a right laugh down here. Know what I mean? It's our favourite pub. Know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it just fucking, it was like, oh, we need to get a message out there to the people. We need to raise awareness. Aye.
Fucking great, and let's not get a message out to MD. Let's just no panic, cunts. But Traeger's seen me, Rory, drawing the map on the spaceship, so he takes him away to the ship to fucking like open this door, get me in here, and all that shit. Which the ship's been crashed there since the opening scenes, and then the team has to escape to go after him with the help of the now docile, brain damaged predator dog.
Aye.
With motherfucker.
It just, I mean, come on, fuck, man. She's playing catch with a grenade. Why? Just why?
Oh.
You're talking about a fucking creature that has travelled through fucking space. It's bulletproof and all that. I mean, how's it became bulletproof? Are they also been experimented on? Are they also gene spliced? And then it turns into a family pet playing fetch.
That is mental, mate. That is mental. But no sooner is this all happening, we're at the crash. Everybody's at the crash site. The Predator's turned up by this time. And the Predator arrives, it kills Lynch, and explains through the translated software that it's going to destroy the ship to keep it out of the humans' hands. But he'll give him a wee head start before fucking he's going to hunt them.
Aye, like, I let you, maybe you've got it right. It's the arrogance that it's no, it's thinks it's better than them anyway, you know what I mean? So it's just, aye, this will just be a wee bit of fun.
Aye, Homelander syndrome.
Aye. Don't fucking drag him into this. we missed a bit of know. See when they all get into the helicopter, obviously the loonies and all like that. He's trying to jamming him up. Like, yesterday you didn't have a gun, now you've got a gun. We shoot ourselves in the heads and we keep walking, and you're like, really, man? Really? Fucking.
Bit of trivia in this film as well. Forgot to mention that while this is happening, Nettles is taking a shine to Munn, hasn't he? And he's kind of trying to chat her up and stuff like that. Now, originally, Shane Black had cast his pal for this role.
Aye.
Whose name escapes me, and I've no way to look for it. But 8 years prior to this film coming out, the friend that he fucking cast for it had been convicted of trying to groom a 14-year-old girl online. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until just before the fucking shooting had wrapped up that Munn caught wind of this and went to Fox and says, look, I'm not happy with this fucking shit. That's a sex offender fucking coming on to me.
Aye.
And obviously got him cut out and stuff. But Shane did try to fucking defend his pal. But
it's like second chance and all that shit. But you're like, nah, mate, it's a sex offender.
Aye, pedo, beast, fuck it. It just shows you the kind of underhand fucking pals act of Hollywood that's becoming all too frequent these days. So, that's probably a useless bit of information, but probably I think something that's quite important to fucking point out.
Mate, I remember at the time, fucking it was a big outrage about it. Because I think part of what the problem is, I think he was going to be in the scene. See where Munn, she's trying to escape the lab and she's got all clothes and all that up as well. I think that was fucking part of it as well.
So that wasn't very good to hear. He's since made a public apology for that, and also for his portrayal of children on the spectrum. He thought he was out of order. I think that was a forced apology, to be honest with you.
No, he shouldn't have. There's no fucking apologise for this film, but.
Oh no, he's fucking sitting in his fucking house and smoking a fat one, not getting a monkey's fuck into him.
It's not that, mate. I couldn't believe they make fucking people pay for this on Amazon Prime. You're like, this should be fucking free.
Aye, do you know, as I said, I was on Disney last night and I was looking for Predators and they're all on there apart from this one.
Aye. Even Disney's like, oh, get that to fuck.
Aye. Well, it's that bad, nobody will watch it, so just let Amazon charge for it and daft cunts like Craig and fucking pay the rental fee for it. $3.49. I say we'll get to the rating at the end of the film. Anyway, Big P's arrived. countdown started. It decides to go hunting after the ship explodes, and it very quickly sees off Maester Traeger's men, doesn't he?
Aye, fucking does them no bother. It's like it kind of harps back to like the first Predator film when they're all like, in the jungle sort of thing. All the old traps and fucking all this shit. But obviously the loonies decide that they're going to lure him into a bit of open ground and ambush him, which kind of goes sideways and all. But again, the shite dialogue comes to the forefront, doesn't it?
It is, because the Predator kind of mortally wounds Backsline Coil, right? And then all of a sudden, there's this intimate fucking relationship between Backsline Coils just came to the fore. Whereas you're like, right, okay, so I think Nettle says to Quinn something about make a queer reference, is that right?
Can't remember.
It's as if he says to him, so I'm just ad-libbing here, guys, I can't remember it, but Quinn says something that was as if, is this fucking for real, Rita? And he goes, oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know, mate, if they're supposed to be gay or what. They're gay for each other.
Aye, so they get mortally wounded, and then they get fucking impaled.
Aye.
And it's like fucking Romeo and Juliet, Predator style. Fucking Baxley's up in the tree impaled, and Coil's down there impaled in a tree trunk. And then they just euthanize each other, man. They just perfectly in sync, point guns at one another, pull the trigger and kill one another.
Aye, instead of the two of them suffering into it, they decide to end each other.
But I know, but how the fuck, if one is 0.011115 a second before the other one pulling the trigger, then there's only one deed, know what I mean? Could have just fucking pulled a grenade on their belts, know what I mean, and done it that way just to make sure. Anyway, just again, it's pointless, fucking useless in this film.
Aye.
Traeger, this bit's quite funny. You know what's coming. Excuse me. Traeger thought it was Billy Big Boss, and he's like appeared at this battle with some Predator tech for previous missions that he's retrieved. And one of the things is the original shoulder mounted fucking gun. But the gun turns around to him and blows his own head off.
Aye. That's fucking so stupid, man. It's like slapstick comedy they put in while this fucking Predator is killing everybody.
Because this is the human that you wanted to see die a fucking mad gory Predator death.
Aye.
And then for comedic effect, which didn't fucking work, guys, he takes himself out. So well, that is quite funny, but it wasn't funny. It was kind of, you know,
Exactly.
Does that happen? Aye. Fuck's sake.
And his character just still remains unexplained.
Aye.
Is he like the head, like that military section? Is he the head of the scientists? What is he?
He's that guy in all these fucking Alien versus Human films. He's that one guy that's working for corporate, and he's that one guy that doesn't want to kill all the aliens, wants to take back some eggs and all that. He's that guy. But again, I would like Big P too to get hold him up the tree and fucking rip the head out of the spine and all that kind of stuff, like he done to Predator 1, which we forgot to mention.
Aye.
Quite easily. Do you know what I mean? But there we go, he's dead. And the next thing we know, Predator 2 started the ship. He's got young Rory on board, and he's for taking him back to the home base because he believes that he is the next step in the human evolution.
Aye, that's it, because we think that he's after Quinn because he just says Quinn sent him, but in actual fact he's after, obviously, Rory.
Do you know what? I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I called it as soon as they said he wants Quinn. I went, this is the boy in it. It's got to be. This film's just fucking that shite. It's gone that way.
Aye. Oh, aye. Before he started his hunt as well, the big Predator blew up the crashed spaceship. Obviously, he's not leaving it for any of the fucking humans.
Yes. That was the countdown for the hunt, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Well, obviously, the big Fred gets a hold of Rory, and he takes him away on his ship, doesn't he? Instead, he let every other predator follow him, where it just rips the skull and the spine out there, and then he's keeping Rory alive for some reason.
Aye. And we realise that it's because he's recognised that his autism is an advantage in the human's evolution, whereas we're all doomed to fucking blow up our own planet in the next 50, 60 years. Young Rory, with his autism, is showing signs of a developed brain and higher kind of combat capabilities and encryption fucking workouties. Maybe he just wanted to win the crossword challenge back on his own planet. Fucking,
fucking,
you know what I mean?
It's just fucking,
Setting off this ship into me, and the ship, again, is one of the smoothest vessels you'll ever fucking hope to see. However, Quinn, Nebraska, and Needles all jump and tap it.
Aye, they're trying to get an entry to it, into, but at the same time, Munn, scientist, she shoots like a grenade at one of its engines, kind of damages it. But while this is taking off as well, it's this Predator's putting on its shield, which was kind of all right, but it was stupid and all, like, because as the shield's coming out of the ship, right? I mean,
one in, one out, one doesn't know today.
But again, Rory goes like that. Watch, Vader, that's a shield there. You're like, wet you wee dick. It's like, fucking. But what it says, Quinn lies down, goes under the shield. Nebraska jumps up, lands on top of the shield, and Needles, who was blind to the first two's fucking decisions, just decides, I'm going to shoot it, there's nothing here. Know what I mean? And gets his legs cutting off.
Aye.
Yeah.
And then and slides right off, man, which was pretty good to watch. It was quite a physically good visual scene, but it just shows the stupidity of somebody that's meant to be a highly trained fucking former American SAS or whatever you call him, soldier.
Aye.
Just get caught in two minds.
Aye, fucking. But obviously the ship's getting into orbit, I think it is, and for some reason that's bothering Nebraska, isn't it? He starts coughing up blood and stuff.
Aye, so he decides to sacrifice himself, didn't he, for the good of the Quinn and his boy and all that. Because it probably alludes back to the fact that if he did really try to commit suicide back in the day, then this was his chance to do it on better terms, I suppose.
Aye, make it meaningful, sort of.
So his wee fragile human body was enough to jump into a fucking alien ship's fucking advanced turbine and render it fucking unflyable.
Oh, mate. I've even forgot Nebraska's real name in it is Gaylord, and that's why he calls himself Nebraska.
Is it?
Aye.
Oh!
His name's like Gaylord Nebraska, whatever, so he just calls himself Nebraska in the film.
Why would that even be divulged, for fuck's sake? Let me look at this. Where are you?
Oh, it's not the actor's real name.
No.
It's the character's name in it. Gaylord.
Aye. Well, it just comes up here as Nebraska Williams.
Trust me, mate. Trust me. That's why he calls himself Nebraska.
No, I trust you, mate. You're the king of Trev.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. It's just a pointless fucking thing.
Aye.
Why is it there? Know what I mean?
Maybe that's why he's trying to kill himself, because he was sick of being Lord of the Gays.
Lord of the Gays.
Oh dear. Again, no fucking judgment to MD's fucking sexual orientation whatsoever. It's just a bit funny. Sue me, motherfuckers. So him sacrificing himself was enough to bring the ship down, wasn't it? After the crash, fucking hello bracket arrives, and the three managed to overpower and kill the fucking Predator with his own weapons, really, didn't they?
That's it. Fucking.
Can see how exhausted we're getting. What
Aye.
about this at this stage? I just fucking turn up and do that, didn't I?
Dude, at this point, I was like fucking Jack Nicholson at the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Just
No, I was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I was a guy that fucking wheels himself up to the fucking now the punch bag, and just starts hitting him with a walking stick.
just that other guy. I'm tired.
Or the guy that's in the bed with a drip.
Aye.
And it's got a bottle of vodka at the end of it.
Fucking telling you, man, it was just fucking. And again, that she appears with the predator dog. The predator dog's setting about fucking big predator and all. Rory manages to fucking operate this spaceship that he's only fucking seen 10 minutes ago and activate the shield. Fucking, it's just nah, man. It's fucking, it's woeful.
Aye.
Fucking woeful.
Anyway, they overpower and kill Big Predator 2. It looks fucking untouchable anyway. They do it right. So the heroes won the day, but again, the director thought it was fucking a brilliant idea to just make a point of them laying all their fallen comrades' fucking trinkets into the ground as a mark of respect and all that shit, didn't they?
I know, mate. This is what we'll remember him by his pills. We'll remember him by the wee Hulu fucking.
I know.
Like,
We had this on him all the time. Yeah, apparently so. It's not funny.
Exactly, mate. It's like
I get angry, and I'm angry talking about it.
this is like, why, mate? Just why? Fucking why?
I know.
And again, who signed off on this? Who's the person that went? That'll catch the emotion of the fucking audience. Like, fucking pricks, man.
Mm.
But if it gets even fucking worse. It gets worse.
Aye, because the last act and scenes is some point down the line, maybe a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks down the line, and we're in a facility of some sort, and Quinn's in the full fucking military regalia, isn't he, with the beret on and all that.
Yeah, he's the captain. He's the fucking go-to man, and we're in this multi-fucking billion-dollar fucking complex.
That same organisation that wanted them all double tapped 2 weeks ago.
But what's even worse is Rory's there, and he's like the fucking head advisor in this fucking research, and you're like that. What the fuck, man? Aye, it's like, what the fuck?
That's probably what is it, about 9 or 10?
Aye, 9 or 10 or something.
Child has been put in front, like.
He's got his own desk, but he's got his own desk at the fucking this facility. It's just wow, man, wow. But it turns out before the spaceship blew up, this pod ejected itself.
What did you think was in the pod?
I thought it was like another predator or something like that.
I thought it was going to be an alien.
Oh, did you?
Remember I said earlier, that's what I thought it was going to be, because I just seen it shaking about, and then the fucking smoke coming out it.
Aye.
There we go.
Saying that, like you say that, when that thing comes out of the pod and it's got all that black stuff on it, that could have been.
Because I thought it was going to be the link into the next fucking abomination that fucking this cunt hoped to make, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But what did come out it, Chris?
Well, what came out it was the Predator Hunter battle armor there. So
made by Stark Technologies.
I don't know if you've ever seen a film called The Guyver.
Aye.
Aye.
I've never seen the film. I've seen a couple of it was a series as well.
Aye. That's what it was like. It was like an alien fucking battle suit that was used to fight other fucking aliens.
MacGyver made with a fiver.
And just, oh mate.
Aye, the best way to describe it, folks, was it lashed his cell phone to the fucking nearest nerd, which was a fucking scientist, and it was like Tony Stark's nanotech, where his Iron Man suit just comes from one place and then basically covers a dude into a fucking mean predator machine. It
had 4 big lasers on its shoulder. It aims at fucking about 16 people in the room and all that. Obviously, it's there to fucking terminate predators and shit.
Aye.
And that's Captain Quinn. Oh, that looks like my suit. And that is the end. Know what I mean?
I was just going to say that, mate. That was the last fucking 2 lines. Was the guy that happened to? He's going, "What the hell was that?" Then Quinn, "That was my suit." Dun, 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 dun.
every bit of dialogue felt like a slap in the neck.
Aye.
Telling you, man, just it got worse and worse and worse and worse.
Even though we still kind of had a giggle through that, mate, I think people will listen to this and hear it and see it and realise that we were getting puffed out to fuck. So their experiment of watching a truly shitey film wasn't a bad one, because see if we watch truly bad films like Rubber and Bad Taste and all that, they would be just a laugh fest because we know what's coming. But this was an angry one because it could have been so much more. It should have been fucking so much more.
It was just mishandled.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it was just, if you're doing a Predator film, there isn't space for like humour, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, it has to be serious. This is an alien that's coming to fucking kill people and stuff. There can't be jokey,
No.
fucking shite part in it.
For example, right, see the Batman. The
Mhm.
Batman 2022, Robert Pattinson, there is about 3 or 4 comedic bits in that, and they're fucking precisionally timed. Do you know what I mean? And that's what happens in a kind of dark action-based film, you know what I mean? You need to be fucking wise to it. You need to know when the audience needs that light relief
Aye.
to alleviate the tension and stuff. But this is, as you say, mate, it's just scattergun pish. It's fucking horrible.
Like I say, is that hotel scene.
Aye.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed us anyway. As always, rating, Chris, what you gave that out of 10, mate?
fucking 4, maybe 3.5.
I was thinking 4, and the 4 is gotten by visual effects and
Aye.
some fight scenes, and the rest of it's fucking just a poorly executed excuse for a film. And if somehow any of the actors and actresses or Shane Black himself happens to listen to or see this, I apologise, but you fucking know what you've done.
See, it's like that, no? So, see the whole point of the fucking Predator? The Predator looked real. Know what I mean? See, the first film looked real. Second film looked real. All these other films, AVP and stuff, they all looked real. And then see when it came to this one, the first Predator looked real, and then this second one just looked like CGI shite.
It does. And it made me think of, was it Aliens 3? When the alien morphs were kind of human. It's like half human, half hybrid fucking thing. That's what this looked like a mishmash of shite that didn't work. There's just a lot of bad decisions in this, man. And the strong actors in the film weren't utilised properly, and the poor ones get too much fucking screen time and everything. I mean, young Rory, I know he's a good wee actor, but they gave him sweary lines in it.
Aye.
And that just felt fucking, that's wrong. Do you know what I mean? Just no way talking about it, mate. I'll get a 4. I'm finishing on a 4. You're what, 3.5?
3.5 or a 4. I'm getting it a 3.5. Fuck it.
3.5.
No man it deserves.
So there we go, folks. That was the Predator 2018. Go and watch it. Get it. It's £3.49 on Amazon to rent for a few days, because you don't want to buy the fucking thing. Just watch it. It wasn't great. Wasn't great at all. And we apologise if you do watch it. So, but I hope again you've liked our evaluation of it. But moving swiftly on to future events, Chris, what's happening next time we're live on this?
Well,
what we got to see today, mate?
Well, I was going to say, if you have seen the cryptic pictures, I don't know if any of you were able to guess the film.
I know.
But well, today I will be going to see Thor, God of London, Love and Thunder in it.
Yes.
You will also be going. So the next episode will be Thor.
Thor, Love and Thunder. We're going to give an unscripted. Before we do these, we watch the films, we do some notes and stuff like that, fucking quite extensive, and we talk you through the film more or less and have a laugh while we're doing it. But this time we're just going to do an off-the-cuff, first reaction, spoiler review. We're just going to talk to each other about it like a pair of mates. We would if we turned up on the same shift at work together. Do you know what I mean? And talk about it that way. Talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, what worked, what didn't work, how it fits into the kind of fourth generation of this MCU genre. That is kind of the fourth phase in it in the last kind of decade, and where it ranked among the other kind of fourth phase films like Multiverse of Madness and Black Widow and stuff like that, and where Thor is, and if he's going to come back after it, or we think he's going to come back with it.
Yeah.
Any predictions about it before you go and see it, mate?
I think it should be good. I think, for what I gather, it's funny, action-packed, and the villain is quite creepy.
Christian Bale's just Christian Bale, mate.
Aye.
Whatever he's done, I've never seen Christian Bale do a bad thing. Do you know what I mean? He's just a fucking proper actor. For the minute he dropped all that weight to do The Machinist, right up to Batman, to fucking being a wee boy in Bridge Over the River Kwai, as the fucking crackhead brother in Fighter and American Psycho and all that kind of stuff. He's just great at what he does. So, and he's obviously, I've seen he's get rave reviews for this portrayal as well. Also, there's people bumping their gums about his the look of him compared to the comics, but I've since heard that there's a transgression of looks to what we've seen. He gets to that stage. So, but anyway, we'll talk about that on my next pod. I'm really looking forward to it. We get to see fucking Big Chris's bare bum, you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck's sake.
We'll be taking our own snacks because the fucking price of popcorn's fucking shocking in the world. But I'm away to get this edited. It'll be on Spotify and the Audible streaming sites within the next hour or so, and then get it up on the YouTube later in the day. I'm going to ask you, I know, out there, if you are still liking the YouTube stuff, if you still like to watch us as well as listen to us, would you prefer? I'll try and get a couple of polls out as well, see what people are gauging the viewing or listening pleasure on. But, mate, enjoyed that, nevertheless, as I always do with you.
Aye, it's good to have a laugh.
And I think this is the first time we've had no background merch on display.
Aye, I know, mate. Aye, well, I wasn't buying anything for the Predator film.
I'm Doctor Who today.
Aye, I've just went into black because I'm mourning what could have been.
Oh, it's so slimming on you. Oh, things out the beard dandruff, brilliant that.
I know.
So, folks, until next time, cheery bye.
Aye, until next time. See you later. And action!
You disgust me. Grow up.